So you're planning on going to Australia, and you've probably read many blog posts about which prepaid SIM card you should buy. People talk about Telstra, Optus and Vodafone. But which of these three is the best? Which one should you get for a situation? In this review, I'm gonna take the three to the test to see which one is the best. Let's get started. So, telecom providers in Australia. In Australia, you have three big operators: Telstra, Optus and Vodafone. These are the big three. Telstra is the largest operator in Australia, and they also have the best coverage and the most extensive coverage throughout the country. So if you're planning on visiting rural Australia or going to the middle of nowhere or the outback as Australians call it, then Telstra would be your best bet because they have the best connections out there. If you are on a budget or don't feel like going with Telstra for some reason, then Optus would be your best bet, or your second best bet of course. Optus is the second largest operator in Australia, and the coverage is great, it's nice, but it's not as amazing as the one of Telstra. Then we have Vodafone, which has the worst coverage and is also the smallest operator. There's a general consensus that if you're planning on going to the outback, visiting rural Australia, you might be better off not going with Vodafone because a lot of people have complained about the lack of coverage, which is why people don't really want to use Vodafone in those areas, or they have no other choice for some reason. Of course, all these providers claim that they are the best. They have the best network, they have the fastest 4G LTE speeds or the fastest 3G, 2G. We don't talk about that because that's so slow that will infuriate you. You can compare that to extremely slow Wi-Fi. Yes, very annoying. But of course, all these operators and companies want to get you as a customer. But we are not interested in their sales talk. We want to know which one is the best for you when you come to Australia. So right now we're gonna test these three operators. We're going outside to a park here in Melbourne to get a real-life sample of their speeds. Of course, I'm in Melbourne, meaning that my speeds will be much higher and better than if it would be in the middle of Australia. Most visitors go to the big cities anyway, so your speeds and coverage will be somewhat similar as you would be in Melbourne. But unfortunately, I'm not in the middle of nowhere, so I can't give you those results. But let's see which one is the best, and maybe from there we can get some idea of how it is in the outback. So let's go outside and see what we get. So I'm now outside in the beautiful botanical gardens in Melbourne, where we'll be doing the speed test. I could have also done this in the central business district, or as the Americans call it, downtown, but it's too busy, so we will do it here. As you can see, I already have the starter packs of each provider: Telstra, Optus and Vodafone. And with all providers you get a trio SIM card. So I will take Vodafone for example. Get a trio SIM card, meaning that you can easily push out the size you need. So in my case, I need the nano SIM, which I already pulled out, but you can also have the micro or the standard SIM, so that you can fit it in your phone. So that's the same for all three providers. And with that said, let's just do the speed test. Okay, so now we're gonna test Telstra, Optus and Vodafone all at the same time to get the ultimate comparison. Let's get started. Remember, Telstra is on the left, Optus in the middle and Vodafone on the right, and we can see Telstra is taking the clear lead, almost hitting 150 earlier. Optus is now in the middle with close to 20. Vodafone is hitting more than 20. And the upload speed, you can see that Telstra is also the clear winner over here. Vodafone is doing better than Optus right now, and we can see that Telstra had 130 downloads, Optus 19 and Vodafone 23. So in this case, Telstra is the clear winner, Vodafone gets the second spot and Optus number 3. Like I said, I'm now in the city, I'm now in Melbourne. If you go to the outback, your speeds will be much lower than in the big cities. But it's good to know that Telstra is the fastest and has the best coverage in Australia, so I would highly recommend you to go with Telstra when visiting Australia. There we go, the ultimate comparison video of the three big providers. I'm extremely surprised about Telstra, which is 6 to 7 times faster than both Optus and Vodafone. So if you are really interested in getting high speeds while you're in Australia, make sure to go with Telstra so you can get the best of the best. If you're on a budget, I would recommend Vodafone because they give you much more data for lower prices. And Optus, yeah, that's the in-between, you know, it's the middle son of family, I would say. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to press like, comment down below, and make sure to subscribe to Phone Travel Wiz. And if you're interested in local SIM card buying guys all over the world, make sure to check out my blog at phonetravelwiz.com, where I write guides which I haven't made video review yet, but they will come in the future. And I shall see you the next time.